Hey, how you doing? My name is Ray. I'm contacting you from the UK. I'm sitting here listening to the Daily Mindset Calls with Paul Hutchins and family, TAGR, and effectively I'm on a cordless. I'm on a wireless. That means I can run around. I've got this going on in the background. You can hear them sharing mastermind ideas, thoughts, things that have come to them as a result of the call. And currently, we happen to be listening to the Psycho-Cybernetics, or we happen to be reading Psycho-Cybernetics, I should say. And the way this works is that effectively Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S., that's effectively New York City time for those of you who are looking for the time zone. I'm actually in London, so I'm actually 5 hours ahead. So this is 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock my time, GMT. And basically what it is that we read books or chapters or passages from books, but namely Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, basically The Science of Getting Rich. A new intro has been Psycho-Cybernetics, which apparently there are some people who are incredibly successful top earners, not only just online, but in business as a whole. And the idea is that you need to feed your mind to have a mindset for success. And the point is that there are many people who basically can have a desire or a wish for success, but they're not able to receive it. And the example of those people who basically win lotteries, now that's obviously that's a Ponzi scheme if I ever saw one, and the odds are always in the house favor. If anybody actually thinks they're going to win, is the odds are stacked not for you but against you. It's like going to the casino. But that said, there are people who have won, however, have then gone on to basically blow it. They weren't able to hang on to it. They didn't know what to do with it. It ruined their lives. They happened to be bankrupt or broke. I look at other success stories. I mean, I hate to say it, but look at Mike Tyson. Whatever you think of where he came from and what he did and where he's gone to. I mean, here's somebody who's basically who had a particular background, who had a particular mindset, and has gone on to say that himself, and had vast riches. I say riches, not necessarily wealth, but had vast riches of money to come along and basically say, and basically blow it because he hadn't quite got a handle on it, and then left it to the management of other people who maybe had less handle on it. And the point being here is that if you have the appropriate mindset for success, to make money, to attract wealth, to basically bring in prosperity into your life, it is a mindset. And with that, one needs to. You're not born with it. Like anything, you can have a talent and a skill, but you need to develop it and promote and master that. And part of all the mindset calling that calls Monday through Friday is that to tap in on a daily basis, to train up like going to the gym for the physical workout, but to tap in with others as well as to share the experience, to hear others' journey, to be inspired, to also motivate, but also to engage actively with one's development of the appropriate mindset that one then can attract, receive, develop, engage with, and continue to maintain and keep and grow one's wealth, one's level of abundance, one's prosperity. And I'm not suggesting that money is always the measure of success. However, it does enable one to have a lot of access to things that one would not otherwise have. However, there are many people out there also who don't necessarily have kabillions, who happen to be very content in their lives because it's their mindset. They don't necessarily are always walking around with a mind of wanting and lack and this kind of poverty kind of notion of that they always concentrating on what they don't have as opposed to focusing on what they do have. And so the reason I'm bringing this to you now is because it's Monday. It's another call. Paul Hutchins, he happens to be, having just come off a weekend of a live event over in Dallas, and he spoke, and here's a guy who's basically gone from a relative rags to a relatively riches type story. He's paid off his mortgage at he's under 30. And it's all happened from his tenaciousness, his diligence, his training, his focus, and his kind of repositioning of where he is in relation to like-minded people who are successful, as opposed to hanging out with the naysayers and the doom and gloomers who basically are always whining about how bad everything is. He's actually gone a step further and not only engaged with himself and connecting with people who are physically, personally in their lives succeeding and making things happen, but have also gone on to kind of taken it to another level. And if it's like anything, if you happen to be playing a sport and you play with someone who's better than you, it enables you or forces you to stretch your game. And I think that's effectively what he saw the vision of basically how important that is, and I think that's great. So here I am. It's a Monday. I've got someone I got to deal with, the builders in my house, so I've got to run. That's a day in the life, and that was the beauty of the whole thing, is that I get to do these things flexibly. I get to tap into these notions, and they're recorded. So you can go in, you can download, and I will share the details at the bottom, but basically here's a video for you just to kind of give you a heads up that if you're feeling a little bit of at a loss, or you're not quite sure where to begin, this is a good start. So when you start working on yourself, things will start kind of unrolling and unfolding and becoming a little bit more in line with what you might think, as opposed to feeling stuck, blocked, and going nowhere. So on that note, make it a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, bye.